Welcome back to another episode of the Young Guides Podcast. I'm Keaton, and this is...
I'm Kyle.
But first, a word from our partners.
First up, we want to talk about Heather's Choice. If you go to the Heather's Choice website and use our code TheYoungGuides15 at checkout, you can get yourself 15% off site-wide. So go check them out. We got packaroons for snacks. We got dinners. We got breakfasts. We got a bunch of new recipes coming out to you guys. So head on over to heatherschoice.com at checkout. Use our code TheYoungGuides15 and get you guys something for your next outdoor adventure.
Awesome. For our next partner, we have Lucky Bug Lures, home of the Bingo Bug, Zombie Max, Fusion Extreme, Lucky Plug, F-Bomb, and Pike Bomb. They take conventional lures and change them up a little bit, and it helps your fishing and your luck on the water. Go check them out. www.luckybuglures.com. Go get yours today.
All right. Up next, we have Northern Knits. Emily up here in Anchorage knits wool hats and distributes them through her social media platforms. You can find her on Facebook or on Instagram. Her Instagram account is northern._.knits. And you can see some of the hats that she has in stock and order from there, or you can kind of get an idea of what you want, message her, and you can set something up to have a specific pattern or color scheme that you want in your hat. Keaton and I both have one. Well, I actually have several. Keep you very warm. They're very fashionable. They look great. They feel great. You'll look awesome if you wear one. So check her out, Northern Knits.
Next up, we have a friend, Matt, at Alaska Rod Co. He just released a new lineup of rods for the 2022 season. They have a lineup of 8 freshwater spinning rods with actions and power for anglers chasing big, aggressive fish. With lengths ranging from 6 foot to 9 foot, there are plenty of options for various applications and style. In a world full of mass-produced rods, Alaska Rod Co. makes sure that rods and services provide what other brands cannot. Rods built and tested in Alaska.
Matt also is coming out with a new line of fly rods. Alaska Rod Co. fly rods are built for harsh environments while maintaining the utmost level of craftsmanship. Right now, Alaska Rod Co. is 9-foot fly rods ranging from 5 weights to 8 weights. 10-foot single-hand rods, switch, and spare rods will be available late winter or spring. There's enough rod companies out there trying to build the next lightest and flashy rod. Alaska Rod Co. is here to build you a rod you can pass down generations. Fishing means many things to many different people. Alaska Rod Co. is honored to build you the ultimate tool that connects you to that meaning.
If you want to learn a little bit more about Alaska Rod Company, go back and check our previous podcast. We asked him several questions about his rods, his warranties. He does a great job at explaining everything and covering everything about his company. Also, if you have questions, you can always DM him or DM us and we can get you going in the right direction. So, Alaska Rod Co.
Finally, we want to say thank you for listening to another episode of the Young Guides podcast. If you can, head on over to Apple Podcasts, leave us a review and a rating. It helps us know that we're doing this for the right reasons, and you guys are giving us some great feedback already. You can also head over to Spotify. They now have a rating feature on the podcast there. So if you could let us know how we're doing, that would be great. It also helps helps us spread the word through you. But makes us pop up on the feeds wherever you listen to podcasts a lot more if you give us a great rating and a great review. You can also head to our website and contact us through that form if there's anything that you think we should know about, if you want to be on our show, or if there's something that we need to work on. You can also find us on Instagram, and same thing, give us some feedback, drop us a message, and we will get back to you.
With Instagram, make sure to also check our story. We before we do our podcast on Thursdays, we always have an option for you guys to ask questions to the people coming on our podcast. And we post a lot of stuff that we like to get viewers and people following us involved. So if you want to head on over, give us a follow and start asking questions and join in on the fun on our Instagram page.
Without further ado, here's the episode.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to try something a little bit different today. This is Kyle with the Young Guides Podcast. I'm out here on a Saturday morning. I thought I was getting up early. I mean, kind of early hunting for back home in Washington. But man, up here, when I got up at 5 o'clock, it was already daylight outside. And the sun wasn't up, but it was definitely daylight. So out here, it's probably, well, let's see, it's 7:30 now. Walking up a main trail, trying to cover some distance this morning so I can get up high, away from where I'm expecting the folks to be this afternoon off of the four-wheeler trails, and let's glass some hillsides for bear, see what I can't see. Trying out this in the field podcasting. I apologize if this audio is bad. I'm just gonna go for it today and see how it turns out. I recording just a voice recorder that I use for recording interviews for the newspaper. I don't know if you guys have mentioned on the podcast or not, but I'm a freelance journalist for a newspaper here in South Central Alaska, and I had this voice recorder since high school, college. When I was taking my journalism classes, and it comes in handy for freelancing, and we'll see how it turns out for the podcast. So hopefully this audio is good. If not, bear with us for now until we figure out a better way to record in the field. But I figured I'd bring you guys along with me today. It's been pretty rainy the last couple days, so it's been really nice and sunny and warm, and the last couple days just been kind of wet. I wouldn't say drizzly, it was dumping rain, and it's been cold and wet, but today it looks like weather shaped up a little bit, and it should be a fun day. I'm trying to spend all day out here. We got daylight till about 10 o'clock or later, so spent a big chunk of time out here. Brought a couple meals. I couldn't find my ultralight backpack and stove, so I'm just brought a bunch of hot water, bought a couple of Heather's Choice meals, a bunch of Packarines, and some other snacks, so see if we can't make the most of it. I was supposed to go out into Whittier and hunt bears in Prince William Sound from the boat here about a couple days ago on Thursday, and I was going to go out Thursday evening, try to get as far out as we could, hunt all day yesterday, which would have been Friday, and then today on Saturday, and come home late Saturday. But weather was pretty nasty. I'm really glad we decided to push that back a weekend or two, because it's been pretty cold and rainy and windy, so try to make the most of today. It'd be nice to get out. It's been a busy week in the kitchen at Heather's Choice, so it'd be good to get out, stretch the legs a little bit, get some exercise, and see if we can't turn up a bear. Let you guys know how it goes, keep you updated throughout the day. Alrighty, I'm still hiking along, probably about a mile in now, making good time. Been less than a half hour. Just real nice, peaceful, cool morning. I'm gonna stop, see if you guys can hear those birds. You guys hear that? Just a really nice, peaceful morning. Not gonna lie, man, it's still a little bit getting used to hunting up here by myself, or really going and doing anything by myself out here. I do it, with clients, guiding on the river, wading through brush, and it's just something different when you do it by yourself. It's a little eerie, but got a rifle on my back, a 44 mag on my chest, and a can of bear spray. So I feel fairly safe. It's just getting one of those three off in time if I do get charged or come across a sow or cubs, or a cow moose or dropping their calves. Don't want to. Oh, I think that was a rabbit I just saw. Oh no, that's just a bird. But just trudging along, trying to get to the end of this four-wheeler trail before anybody on four-wheelers comes. You can see fresh tracks probably from yesterday, last few days. So I'm just trying to get up there and hunt a little bit before the people come in. Scare all the critters away. Let you guys know how it goes. I just had a grouse blow out of a tree right above me on the trail. I'm walking up underneath him. You might be able to hear him take off again. Too bad it's not grouse season. He's right above the trail. You're going to hear him take off in just a second. Doesn't even want to get out of the tree. Just hopped to another limb. There he goes. Funny bird. Yep. Wow, just landed right in the trail in front of me again. Well, that's how she goes. I'm honestly not great at identifying grouse. He's not very big. What do they call those? Spruce hens, I think. I'm sure it'd still taste good if it was in season. That made my day. Pretty cool. I did just about shit my pants though. The first time I flew up in front of me. Been on edge all morning. I don't know where he went. Oh, he's right there. Oh, pretty bird. Right next to me. I can almost whack him with my trekking pole. There he goes. Alright, he flew off the trail. Time to keep walking about over a mile and a half in. Again, just trying to get up this trail as far as I can. And see if I can't find nothing. Well, I just spotted the first bear of the trip. He's way up there. Way up at like the Snowline. I walked up the ATV trail a ways and I found a meadow I've been wanting to check out on the maps. And got to the meadow, great pretty much 360 view of the mountains, and I was like, I better just sit here in class. And sat down in the class for about 5 minutes and turned up. I'm pretty sure that's a bear. I'm pretty sure I'm seeing it moving. Oh yeah, yep, definitely a bear, 100% a bear. Shoot, that's a long ways away. I don't know if I want to go that far today. I can't even tell it's so far away. It looks kind of like a brown bear, but I can only shoot blackies in this unit. Damn, that is a long ways up there. Shoot. Dang, well, that's cool. That's the first bear I've seen hunting. That's actually the first bear I've seen this year. So I guess that's a good sign. He's just kind of hanging out in one spot. Oh boy, let's see. Try to get some footage on my phone. Oh man, that's a long ways up there. think it's a brown bear though. It's really big and it's not black, I don't think. I only have 10 power binos. I don't have a spotting scope or anything, so. He's way, way up there. Oh, he just shook himself. That was pretty cool. Oh, I'm pretty sure that's a brown bear. I don't think that's a black bear. I'll keep watching them here. I don't see any other bears around it, so. It's either a dry sow or a boar. That's freaking cool though. It might be a black bear. Let's see, how would I get there? Where is that even at? Okay. Huh. Let's see, to get there. There's a trail up to the top of that mountain, but there's a lot of snow. I wonder if I could take that trail to the snow line and then cut cross country to where that bear is. There's a wrap a long ways around the mountain though to get there. That's freaking cool though. I hope they're not all that high. One of the problems that I can't tell what this is because I'm looking towards the sun. And so there's not, I mean, not that the sun is necessarily glaring at my face. It's the bear's in shadow. I want to say that's a brown bear because that thing just looks too massive to be a black bear. Unless it's just a big freaking black bear. If I get some more photos of it here. I know you guys know that I've never hunted Alaska before, so I have no idea. Well, I'll get back to you guys once I watch it for a little bit, see what it does, and just hang out. I ain't got nowhere to be. I'm not in that big a hurry. I honestly don't mind watching that bear. It's fun just to watch a bear, you know? That makes my day. I don't think what time is it? I don't think it's 10 o'clock. It's 20 after 9. I got like, what time is sunset today? 10:33, twilight's till 11:41. Shit, I got way over 12 hours. I could get to that bear. I don't know. I can't tell if it's a black or a brown bear. And by the time I get to where he's at now, he's like right on the edge of a ridge. It'd be hard to get there in time. I might have to look for something a little bit closer today. Oh, that is sick. I wish I had a phone scope. Alright, I'm back on the Jeep road, the four-wheeler road, and determined that it was a brown bear. About 98% sure it was a brown bear. It's hard to tell from that distance with 10 powers and the sun being behind it. Pretty sure it's a brown bear, but I'm gonna keep walking up the trail and maybe cut up that mountain. I was kind of looking at that mountain, honestly, that bear was on. Might cut up the trail and get as high as I can before I hit snow and then start just side hilling at the Snowline. I mean, that's where that bear was. I'm sure there's other bears doing the same thing, looking for that food. That's one thing too, is I was told to look for the food. I've been told that in person and on videos and YouTube podcasts, anything like that. It says, look for the feed. Chartreuse green grass. And that's exactly where that bear was. It looked like there might have been a little spring in the hillside. I could see a little bit of grass in that bear. In probably a half hour, 45 minutes, only covered maybe, I don't know, 50, 60 yards. They're just hanging out where the food's at. And that's one thing that helped me spot that bear too, is that bears are always moving. It did stick out, it didn't look right on the hillside. And then the longer I looked at it, I noticed a head would turn and a leg would just shift. And I went to start taking a couple steps. It took me about 5 minutes or so to determine that actually was a bear, but just know that bears are constantly moving, and that'll help you spot them. It's cool. I gotta watch the bear shake itself a couple times like a dog does when it gets wet. That was pretty cool to watch, but onward and upward, looking for a black bear, preferably closer to the trail. I'll catch you guys later. Well, I got to trailhead for the trail that cuts up the mountain. Gonna have a quick snack break here. Check out the maps a little bit. I'm gonna get a feel for what this is gonna look like and maybe start pushing up. Looks like, man, I don't know. The snow level on this side of the mountain where the trail is at, I think is lower than where that bear was. So I'm just gonna walk up until I hit the snow line, and then maybe if it's not too damn thick, I'll start cutting across, kind of getting that area. Again, that's kind of where I wanted to be today, so I guess that's good e-scouting. I'm just gonna sit here and have a snack. I can see a big patch of hillside, so I mean, this could really be a good spot. I could see a different bear, very likely. Check it out. Well, I just found my next 3 bears. I was walking up a trail, going up an avalanche chute on one side of the valley, and I didn't really want to look across because I knew on the other side I can't get to it because there's a big river and there's no way I could get over there. But I just happened to turn around, look across, and I'm like, those are bears. Like, they're just where they're at, just the color black they are. I could tell from all the way across the valley that they were definitely bears. And put my binos up, and it looks like it's a sow with 2 of last year's cubs, because both of those bears, I could definitely tell who the mama was, and then the back 2 are decent sized bears. Gotta be last year's cubs. Oh, It's so cool that running around the hillside now. Yeah, it's definitely last year's cubs. They're right in a fresh avalanche shoot from this year, it looks like. Running across the hillside. Super cool. At least we're seeing bears today. There is some fog rolling in, so we'll see how that affects how high I can get on this side of the valley. And you never know, you could very likely run into a couple bears a little bit lower down. And I just found bear number 5 and 6. That might be a 7th that I see behind him. I look back across again. I'm working up this side, looking across, and I can still see the first sow and 2 cubs. And then I'm looking maybe, I don't know, half a mile away. There's a sow and at least 1 cub. I see something black up above them, so it could be another one. So that's 5 and 6. And those look like last year's cubs as well. Dang it. That's super cool. But I can't get over there, man. That freaking river is too big. Be a long side hill across to where they are too. They're pretty safe. But I'm in the same habitat, the same elevation. So very likely could be one over here. Just please don't be a sow and cubs. Well, for lunch, I'm going to bust out some Heather's Choice. We have the lentil soup. It's one of our vegan options. It's a new recipe to the Heather's Choice lineup. It's one of our vegan options. I am personally not vegan, but I actually like this one quite a bit. And to add a little bit extra protein, I mean, without me adding anything, it comes out to 23 grams of protein. And that's all from lentils, potatoes, stuff like that. So, a really good source of protein if you are vegan. But I am going to add some dehydrated chicken that I put in the Ziploc. Add a little bit of more meat protein. Get some Heather's Choice photos here for the website or the social media. I'm sitting on a little knob in an alder thicket, and the wind's blowing a little bit, and I got snow on most sides of me, and man, I just kind of on edge because every time the wind blows, it blows limbs around, and I'm thinking I'm hearing a bear or a moose, but I can't tell. After seeing all these sows and cubs, makes me a little cautious. I'll just keep my ears and my eyes out. open. Take out the oxygen absorber. Whoop. Spilled my lint. Spilled my lint. Well, I added a bunch of chicken, and now I don't know if I'll be able to zip the bag closed. It's a lot of food in there, but I'll see. And like an idiot, I lost my backpack and stove, so I had to pack hot water in a thermos today. Long ways up this freaking trail on the side of this mountain, just so I could have some Heather's Choice. Luckily I have a good thermos that keeps things nice and hot. I'm just going to fill that puppy up with water. Obviously more water than what the recipe calls for on the back, because I put a lot of chicken. Dehydrated chicken. Oh shit, I just poured hot water all over my phone. Great. Every little sound, man, in the woods got me on edge. One of the nice things though up here, no freaking ticks, man. That is definitely a plus for the springtime. No ticks. Wind's coming up a little bit. Just been sitting down here, hike back down to the bottom of the Jeep trail because I was just right at Snowline, and I figured I'm probably sitting where I should be glassing too. So I walked back down the hill. I'm sitting, oh, excuse me, against a big old rock, staying warm in the sun. Breeze keeps it just cool enough, just on the too cold side of cool. But I'm just sitting here, close my eyes a little bit, trying to figure out what I am going to do next. Really not a lot to access on this side. I'm probably gonna walk up the Jeep trail. Pretty much ends here and kind of turns into a trail. So I think I'm gonna stay on it and walk a little bit further and see what happens. At least one person came through on a dirt bike, so we'll see how that goes. If that scared anything, I doubt it. And even so, that was a couple hours ago, so I might walk up the trail a little ways, see what's up there, come back, and sit right where I'm sitting now. This is honestly the best option to find a bear. I do have one open spot in the hillside that is maybe 2/3 of the way up that I could probably get to if I had to shoot a bear. And I think I'm just going to sit down here at the bottom and glass it. I'll come back and sit and glass it. So I'm thinking that's probably going to be my best bet. Oh, yeah, excuse me, sorry, I'm tired. And then I'll kind of look up where I was sitting and had lunch. And then I'll hopefully see a bear there. I didn't see much green grass where I ate lunch, so I had dropped a few feet in elevation, like maybe 100 feet, 200 feet, and it started getting green again. So I think I was sitting just a little bit too high Granted, the window that I have is not very big to see anything, so we shall see what happens. I'm going to walk around the road here. There's quite a bit of trash. I'm going to pick some up, put it in my pocket, and glass around a little bit, and then start my way up the trail. Catch you guys on another chicken. Well, I took a nap, and I walked up the end of the road here where the barricades are, and then I walked the trail until I got to a water crossing that I just decided, maybe not by myself. It looked a little fast and a little bit deep, so but as far as I could go, turned around, and I'm back on my rock, and I'm just watching this hillside that I climbed up earlier. Looking back, that probably wasn't the best move. Probably got my scent up there, but it's predominantly coming up the valley, the wind is, so hopefully blew all my scent up the valley. So maybe anything else downwind, or upwind, excuse me, maybe they didn't smell me. It's the only open spot that's really accessible on this hillside right now, and it's got some green grass in it, and some running water. So if there's going to be any open spot that these bears are going to be at, I feel like it's going to be this hillside. So I've just been watching it, get up every once in a while, look at it from a different angle, come back and sit down. Probably hang out here for another hour or so. It's about 4:30. If I hang out till 5:30, I know it's not going to get dark until later, but I'm I think about 5 miles in, so yeah, 5 miles out. Luckily, it's all downhill on a four-wheeler road, so it's not terrible, but still, I want to get out and let's give this a shot. I did get up there, like I said, to the Snowline, but it's in such thick alder. I just think it's gonna be super difficult. I don't have snowshoes. I think it's gonna be. It would be hard to get across. And side hill over to where it is open, it would take me a long time. It might be doable, but it's just so damn thick. So I'm just gonna hang out here and watch this area, and I'll start working my way out. I doubt I'll see anything on the way out, but you never know. Could be something hanging out right by the four-wheeler road. Well, I'm walking out. It's probably about 5:30 now, and we got about, probably a 5-mile walk out, and it should be a pretty easy one, but the sun's still out. We still got a few hours of daylight, but I'm gonna get home and rest up for next weekend, get some chores done on the honey-do list, so I can be gone for a few days next weekend in the Prince William Sound hunting bears down there. So I'm giving it a good shot today. We really didn't see a lot of bears after about I think I saw most of my bears between like 11 and 12, somewhere in there. That's where I saw those black bears active, and then I didn't see anything for a while. So I know that they do come out in the evenings. It was very nice and sunny out today. I wonder if it was almost too hot for them. I kicked my shoes off, socks off, and took a couple naps today. It felt pretty damn good, but I don't know. Still not a ton of green on the side that I'm on of the river. Not a ton of green. So I wonder if a lot of them are on the other side, or finding other places where there's more green. But as of right now, not a lot for them to eat. I don't think I should have pushed. I think I made the right decision doing what I did. And the only thing I could have done different, I guess, is sit not till dark. But dark's not for another 5 hours, so I probably wouldn't do that. But want to get moving and get home. Check in with you guys later. I swung back by that open meadow again to glass that hillside where I saw the brown bear this morning. Did not see anything. I combed that hillside for probably 20 minutes, 25 minutes with binoculars. Didn't see a single bear. So boogied it back to the road and I'm trying to get out of here quick and get home. It's about 6:30, and I just haven't seen any bears after about 12 o'clock. I'm glassing all sides of the valley where I saw bears this morning, but I haven't seen any since about noonish. They're all out in the morning. So chalk it up to a win today. That was pretty sweet. Saw a brown bear this morning all by itself. And then I saw a sow with 2 of last year's cubs, black bears. And then I saw another sow with, it's probably last year's. It was pretty big to be this year's, so pretty cool. They're all where the green grass was. Unfortunately, where I was at and could access, there was not a lot of green grass yet. And there's actually quite a bit of snow still. The ones that I saw were either on, I guess where we saw the brown bear is kind of a more of like an east-facing slope, or excuse me, west-facing. And the ones where I saw the black bears were south-facing. And the ones that I had access to were north-facing. So just kind of what I expect. I did see several dens. I don't know if you guys saw the video where I posted on YouTube and Instagram. I don't know if I posted it to Facebook, but it was a video of me finding a den here a few weeks ago, and I found about 3 or 4 others today that looked just like it. So that was pretty cool. And a couple grouse. Pretty good day. A couple naps, sat in the sun, aired my feet out, ate some Heather's Choice, had a couple packaroons, had that lentil soup, that was good. Then I put some dehydrated chicken in it, man, that was good. Probably put a little too much chicken, but I ate it all, it was pretty damn good. Keeping me all fueled up. That's one thing I've really tried to work on lately is my nutrition when I'm hunting and hiking. Not being scared to eat. I buy that food for a reason, right? I've had 2 packaroons. Like I said, the stew. I've had almost very close to 32 ounces of water, not including what I used for the stew to rehydrate it. And then with some of that, I drank some a liquid IV, and then I had some Hot Ignite, some Mountain Hops Hot Ignite apple cider with the hot water. I had at least 1 granola bar, a piece of candy, a Ziploc baggie of tortilla chips. Probably leaving something out, but you guys get the point. I try to stay real full when I'm out and try to eat nutritious. Obviously, some of that stuff isn't the best, but you gotta have a little sweet, gotta have a little salty. Might have a high chew on the way back, but I'm trying to drink a lot of water. As soon as I get back to the truck, I'm gonna quickly mix up a mix of BCAs from Mountain Hops, and I get them, I think it's called the dragon fruit something, and it's really the only one they have available. Mainly they have a few other flavors, but that's the main one I get, and mix that with a noon tablet. I usually get like the tri-berry or strawberry lemonade, and I don't have the one with the caffeine in it. I don't necessarily want any caffeine, I just want the electrolyte. Oh, there's something in the brush here. Probably just another bird or a grouse or something. But when it comes to those noon tablets, I just want the ones with electrolytes. I'll throw them in and mix them with my BCA. I personally really like the fruity flavor, and I like how the noon... Ah! Hell is that? Oh shit! Fucking grouse scared the shit out of me. Oh, he's strutting. That's pretty cool. Must be a couple of them showing off to the girls. Just following this guy here. He's strutting right next to the side of the road. All puffed up. Did a little like spit and drum, kind of like what a turkey does. Anyway, shit, that thing scared me. Popped up right next to me. Anyway, talk about the Noon tablets. I really like how the flavor tastes with the BCAAs, but also how kind of carbonates that mixture. So it's kind of like a fizzy BCA electrolyte drink. So I drink the Ignite for electrolytes in the afternoon, usually around lunch. If I'm drinking it cold, I'll have like one of the Mountain Ops flavors and mix it with my liquid IV, so I get that at the same time. But like I said, today I did apple cider, so it was hot. It didn't mix that, obviously. And then I'll do a second electrolyte in the afternoon with some BCAAs. And those amino acids just kind of help rebuild your muscles after a day of rowing or hiking or doing whatever. So that's my nutrition. Now, if you guys want to get in on some Heather's Choice, you can use the discount code TheYoungGuides15 to get 15% off of your purchase. Just go to heatherschoice.com, or what'll help us out is go down, click the link in our bio. It'll take you directly to Heather's Choice, and it's already got our code embedded. Helps us out. It's our affiliate link, so go cop yourself some Heather's Choice. We got a lot of new meals out there. Lentil stew is one of them. We got the chicken sog, or it's the spinach curry with chicken and rice. My favorite by far. Cannot beat it. Super good. We've got, see what else is one of our new ones. Ooh, the shepherd's pie. That's a pretty good one. And of course, we got our old standbys: salmon chowder, bison chili. The bison chili recipe is updated. If you guys have ever tried our previous recipe, I personally thought of it more as a hash. I didn't have any beans or anything, so we started throwing beans in there, mixed up the recipe. Pretty good. And then we got some new breakfasts. My personal favorite's the Morning Glory. It's a rolled oats with some different spices and carrots and pineapple. Super, super good. And then we've got Swiss muesli with milk. If you like cardamom, it's a really good one. Got some fruits in there. Then you've also got the it's a zucchini one. I can't remember what we call it. Morning Glory, Swiss muesli and milk, and well, it'll come back to me. Anyway, that's a good breakfast too. It's got zucchinis in it. It's a good one. So check it out. heatherschoice.com. Young Guides 15. You get yourself 15% off. We've also got those packarons in there. Great snack. Good bang for your buck in terms of calories and weight. A lot of healthy fat. A packaroon is just like a macaroon. So it's got a lot of coconut and a lot of those good fats. Keep you energized on the mountain. With that, I'm going to keep walking. I'll check in with you guys when I get done. But like I said, a good day. Saw 6 bears, some grouse, and got some good steps in them. My Gaia just pinged my phone and said I reached 8 miles. I've been tracking on Gaia all day. My mapping software. So I'll probably hit 10 by the time I get back. When it comes to mapping, I bounce back and forth between mainly 3. I do of course, Onyx. I had Onyx for several years. It's great software. If you guys haven't listened, we talked to Jared Larson. He's one of I believe his title is, is it marketing manager, I think, at Onyx. Check that out. It was one of our earlier episodes. Jared's a cool dude. And we're friends there with Onyx, and they make great products. I use that mapping software. I like the interface on there. And then I also use Gaia, Gaia, their subscription service as well. I pay for that once a year, and I personally like the tracking feature on Gaia. I think sometimes it's a little more accurate, and it gives a little more detail, like ascent, descent, what's your elevation. It's got a lot more information in it, a lot more detailed information, so I really like that. And then of course I use Google Earth, but fortunately you can't use Google Earth out here where I'm at. For some reason they have just pretty much only winter imagery, so it makes it tough to see exact things with no snow on it. But those are the three that I use: Gaia, Onyx, and Google Earth. Now, mosquitoes are out. The nice thing about Onyx and Gaia is the download map feature. Saved my butt today. Of course, I don't have any service out here. I had already saved the map and my layers on Gaia and downloaded that. Now you have to make sure you have enough space on your phone to have a detailed map, but sure comes in handy. Same thing with Onyx. I don't have Onyx for this area, but I do have Onyx for a couple drainages over saved on my map, so check both of those out. They are a great tool for the backcountry or the front country, honestly, especially down the lower 48. I was using Onyx a lot when I was hunting public-private boundaries. Saves your butt, tells you where you can and can't go, and I was even able to find some good spots. Places where I shot my last turkey with Keegan, and places like where I found a good hunting hole back home in Central Washington for ducks. Would have never known it was BLM if it wasn't for Onyx, so check those things out. Alright, I'm gonna get back to walking. I'll touch base with you guys when I get back to the truck.